The World Food Programme says aid cuts have pushed at least 1.2 million people in northeast Nigeria deeper into hunger. The warning on Friday cited the Cadre Harmonisé, the regional equivalent of Integrated Food Security Phase Classification, which rates food insecurity on a scale from 1 to 5. IPC levels range up to catastrophic famine, helping governments and agencies plan emergency responses. In Nigeria, funding shortfalls last year forced WFP to scale down nutrition programs, affecting more than 300,000 children. Malnutrition levels in several northern states have deteriorated from serious to critical, the agency said. The UN agency said it will reach only 72,000 people in February, down from 1.3 million assisted during the 2025 lean season. Across West and Central Africa, 55 million people are expected to face crisis-level hunger, or worse, during the June to August lean season. It projects 13 million children will suffer malnutrition this year, while over 3 million people face emergency food insecurity, more than double the 2020 figure. WFP regretted that funding cuts continue in spite of rising violence and displacement in the region. Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon, and Niger account for 77% of regional food insecurity, according to WFP. The latest figures show 15,000 people in Borno are at risk of catastrophic hunger for the first time in nearly a decade. Conflict, displacement, and economic turmoil drive hunger, but funding cuts are now pushing communities beyond their coping capacity. The reduced funding we saw in 2025 has deepened hunger and malnutrition across the region. As needs outpace funding, so too does the risk of young people falling into desperation, said Sarah Longford, WFP Deputy Regional Director. WFP urgently requires over $453 million in the next 6 months to continue humanitarian assistance across the region. Meanwhile, WFP also warned that more than 500,000 vulnerable people in Cameroon risk losing assistance in the coming weeks. In Mali, areas receiving reduced food rations saw a nearly 65% surge in acute hunger, compared with a 34% decrease where full rations were provided. Continued insecurity disrupts supply lines to major cities, leaving 1.5 million of the country's most vulnerable at risk of crisis-level hunger. WFP stressed that adequate funding is vital for operations that improve food security across West and Central Africa. Teams have helped rehabilitate 300,000 hectares of farmland, supporting over 4 million people in more than 3,400 villages. Programs also include school meals, nutrition, capacity building, seasonal aid, and infrastructure development to stabilize local economies and reduce aid dependency. To break the cycle of hunger for future generations, we need a paradigm shift in 2026, Longford said. She urged governments and partners to increase investment in preparedness, anticipatory action, and resilience building to empower local communities. Nan.